Hey, I wanted to talk about this before I started putting it together. I wish I would have done this with you, but I realized after I did it that I probably should have filmed it. So this is for a cake topper that I created, and you'll see me putting that cake topper together. So I wanted to just really quick go through what I did. So I was commissioned to make a cake topper for a 15-year-old birthday, and she wanted just the number 15 in the middle with a banner, and then she wanted the Cinderella birds over kind of holding the banner. So what I did is I just selected a font that I thought would work, that was pretty basic but a little fancy, because I did want the little lip of the one and a little curl. So once I did that, then for each letter, I'm going to ungroup it so you can kind of see. For each letter, I did a offset. So by doing that, you just click offset up here, and then you select whatever the amount you want offset, because you can start off wide or it can go small. So whatever that offset was that I did for the 1, I did it the same dimension for the 15. So then I grouped those together. And then what I did is I found a ribbon that I liked, and this is actually 3 parts. So it's the base, and then the silver part, and then the top of the white. Now I had to adjust the size because the ribbon was flatter and longer, and I wanted to keep it in some pretty decent dimension. So when you unlock an image, you click on the padlock over here in the bottom left hand corner, unlock it, and then I basically just kind of, by grabbing the arrow, smushed it until it became the height was a little higher, but yet it was not as wide. So I hope that makes sense. And then I moved the 1 and the 5 with the offsets and attached them, or placed them with the ribbon. I didn't attach, sorry. I placed them, grouped them. Then I did the bird, same thing. I figured out the size of 1, and then I duplicated it and then flipped it. So then I had the 2, and I placed them together. So everything here is grouped together. Once I grouped it, I hit duplicate. Once you duplicate, which I'll do right here, you hit duplicate, and then I hit weld. And see, now it's like a base. And the reason why I do that is because it's just adding more and more dimension. And also what I wanted to do is I wanted this, the offset of this, so I had a solid offset. I hope that makes sense. And then once I did the offset of that, I didn't even need that welded piece, so I deleted it. And then this is the result of that offset. So now I get layers, layers, layers. The thing I like about the cake toppers is you really kind of do want the layers and layers and layers. So what this created is, I have it in green, but I wanted it separate color because that's actually a glitter paper that I used. And you'll see it when I'm putting it together. It's actually a blue glitter paper, but because I didn't want it to cut on the same mat as the birds. But so when I'm putting it together, you'll see there's the layer of the glitter, the silver metallic, which is the gray that you barely see there, and then the white. Now for that offset, I also duplicated it because, and you can flip it here or you can mirror it when you're cutting it. Actually, I'm going to flip it because I think that is easier to remember. And so this is cut so it is on the back of the cake topper, so once you put the sticks in, it basically covers that. And then these rolled flowers, once they were rolled, they went on the bottom here of the banner. So if you have any questions, leave me a comment, but hopefully when you see me putting it together, it'll make some more sense. Thanks for watching. So now I'm putting together all the cut pieces. So you didn't see me cut it. Basically, I just hit make it, and then all the pieces cut off using the different mats. So up above, you can see the 15, and you can see the glitter paper, what I was talking about when I mentioned, even though it was green on my design space, canvas, I just wanted it on a different mat than the other blues. So, you know, again, you can put whatever color you want in Design Space. It just matters on what paper, or whether it's paper or vinyl, whatever you're cutting out, which is on the mat, right? So anyhow, for most of the pieces, I didn't show you everything that I was doing. I just used a lot of three-dimensional foam adhesive between layers, and you can see me doing that now. I just went and bought a bunch of different widths of foam adhesive. Sorry about that noise. I'm actually sitting outside. Thought it was such a nice day, and I just heard cars going by, so I apologize for that. But basically, like I said, I didn't show all the layers, me putting them on, taking the backings off. But just every layer, I put at least one layer of the foam adhesive. Now, when I do the banner, and you notice that part of it's on the bottom of that 15, and the other part is just straight on the back of, the base. So on those cases, I had to either put double or sometimes triple layer of the adhesive, depending on what made it even. So right now, when you see me, my thumbs up because I figured it out, making sure that it's going to be a good, the right amount of layer of adhesive, so it's flat. So that's what I'm doing right there. There is a portion where I just put liquid adhesive because that's going to be flat against the numbers. It doesn't need foam adhesive. So having rolls and rolls of it really does help. I did use my sleeve to clean off that mirrored metallic paper because it really did show my fingerprints. And then that little sponge adhesive that I just showed you, I had bought that forever ago, and it's really pretty thick, and putting it in the back of the birds was perfect. So you can see the flowers here. You see how it's really kind of an ugly paper, and I'm using my fingers to do the fake quotation marks. I wasn't sure on the size to use, and that's why I started rolling them. I cut them, I believe it started with 4, thought it was too big. I did it again at 3 1/4, and it was perfect. So that's when I cut them out in the paper I was actually using. I do that a lot. So when you get ugly paper, or people gift you paper, or that one paper in a pad that you'll never use, it's perfect for that type of thing. That way you're not really wasting your good product, and you're just experimenting. So again, this cake topper was so fun to make. I was so happy with the way it turned out, and the person who asked me to make it was really happy with it too. I did buy some acrylic clear cake sticks to put in between because this was going to a quinceañera, and I thought it needed to be a little bit better than just the coffee stirrers that I usually do, because those are flat sticks. But once again, I was experimenting. I was trying to use that blue glitter paper, and I just didn't like it. It was too much blue, and I decided I needed to throw some green in there, and I was really happy with that result. And I hope you like it. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and check out my more videos. I do at least 2 a week, and I'd love to see you next week. Bye.